Alright, continuing on, let's learn about borders in our box model of CSS. So if I right click over here, inspect, we learned from our previous video that we can actually have these particular properties applied on our whichever element. So we can have margin, border, padding, and the rest of the area is the content area. So let's apply some borders, let's say on our main area. So I'm going to come to our code and start writing the properties that we need to apply a border. And for that, we actually need three properties. So if I go to our cheat sheet, these are the three properties. We need a width, what is the thickness of that border, style, what is the style of the border, whether it be dotted line, whether it be solid. We're going to look at some styles in a minute, and the color of that border. All right, so these are the three properties we need. So let's take a look. I'm going to start with border dash width, and let's say I want it for 5 pixels. So it's pretty wide, right? And then I say the style is border style, and the more common one is actually called solid. So it's basically just straight line, all right, just solid. And the last property is what is the color of that particular border. So I'm going to come and say, let's say the border color should be black. So I'm just going to come in and put the hash for black, which is 000 000. All right, save and come over here, refresh, and you see that the black border is applied. Now, this black border may be getting mixed up with our background, so I'm just gonna come over here and change its color just so it's more easier for you to look at. So come over here, and the color I can just simply select and maybe make it, green like such, and make it a little bit more bigger. So let's say 15 pixels. All right. So that's how you apply borders. Now, one other thing that I want to share with you is actually, instead of writing this long three different properties like such, there's a short format of it as well. Just the way the padding has a short format, so you don't have to write all the different sides. You can actually write it in just with the border property. So border property takes three things. We first take the width, then the style, and then the color. So I can simply say 5 pixel, solid, and then the color. So the color is, let's say, this particular color, semicolon, refresh, and you see that particular color has been applied. And it overwrote our changes in the dev tool, so I'm going to simply make it 15 pixels over here as well. Refresh. Oops, maybe I didn't save it. Oh, 15 pixels, I changed it over here. I should have changed it on this particular line number 23. Refresh, and it is actually making the change. Now, one thing I want to actually reiterate, which I may have not made it clear in a previous video, is remember when I actually made this into 15 pixels and this was 5 pixels, CSS or the browser actually picked the property which was on the bottom. So the last property, which is written at the bottom, takes precedence over a property which is written on the top, given that those properties are contradictory. So in this case, I'm saying the width of the border should be 15 pixels. Over here, I'm saying it should be 5 pixels. So those are contradictory, right? For the same element, I have two contradictory properties. So the one which is written on the bottom will take precedence. So if I have this as 5, and this is 15, this one is going to actually apply. So save, and then I refresh, and you see the 5 pixel actually gets applied.